You know what? Sometimes some of you got some pretty good ideas. It's been raining non-stop for 2 weeks, but it finally stops, and Granddad's taken the opportunity to start cutting the grass because it could rain tomorrow, and it's getting like a jungle in here. But I kind of like it being a jungle, you know. When I said some of you have good thoughts, I meant like yard video and PoE 2 discussion. And you're like, why would Jim want to do a PoE 2 discussion while walking towards the lawnmower? That's just poor audio sense. Could have sworn I saw a peacock. I'm like it was like majestically strolling up the grass. I hadn't seen a peacock in 2 years, and I went to get my phone, and he's gone. What the hell? Damn it. Well, PoE 2 thoughts. Yeah, I was gonna like rewatch the show so I can write some notes so I can have them on my phone, but not here, but like back here, so I can like seem professional and know what I'm talking about. But this peacock got me excited, and I haven't done that, so let's just fuck it. You know, I'm usually not prepared, so what's the point of trying? Okay. I got nothing. Okay. Hello. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. What can I say? They worked. Okay, get the jokes out of the way first. They did those like gameplay. They did those like class reveals where like here's a spellcaster, and it clears like this, and it's got 21 different skills, and in the end game you can call down meteors from above. And then they showed like a section of like end game footage, and then they did like the warrior, and they're like, here's the warrior, he's got different things and different weapons, but you can use those weapons on other characters if you want. He's got 28 skills, and in the end game you can call down a hammer from above. And then they like did like the the witch or something, and they're like, here she's got like spells, and she's got like 23 different skills, and in the end game you can call down something from I don't think they did the call down thing from above for the witch, but like for 4 of the 6 characters, the end game you can call down things from above. Magpie, you can call down things from above. I just thought it was funny. Also, I legitimately laughed out loud. I missed the live stream, that's why I didn't stream it or do like a reaction or anything. I watched it in hindsight later on. Holy shit, that dog over there is fast. But I hope it can't jump fences. Magpie. So I watched it, you know, later on. Didn't really want to bother with like a reaction thing. Like, who needs to watch another 2 hours of someone else watching something you've already seen 2 hours of, you know? So here you go, 10-minute video. Anyway, I legitimately laughed out loud when they, I'm laughing thinking about it now. They spent 8 years or so, 8 or 9 years developing this. I think they started thinking about getting rid of the sockets on gear right around when they released Cyrus, because they were like, if we ever do, like, they were like, the socketing system is the biggest hurdle for new players, and we need to fix that, but we need to do 3.0 first, so if we ever were going to fix the socketing thing, there's too much technical debt, so we have to do it in 4.0. I think I heard something like that maybe 6 or 7 years ago, a dev said, so I don't know. They've been thinking about it for a long time, to get rid of the sockets in gear, to move it to make the socketing system easier, and then they showed that they're putting sockets back in gear. I'm like, why would you do this? But it's like to put like runes or whatever the hell, like trinket. They introduced a whole bunch of new words to describe craftable things. That was another thing. They just kept revealing like everything's got a talisman and it's craftable, and everything's got a, like, Sanctum relics are now craftable. I'm like, this is a good thing. I was 100% on the L loser train for Ascendancy is now Sanctum. The entire chat in Twitch was like, I fucking hate this. And then they're like, relics are craftable. I'm like, I guess that's okay. And then they revealed Ultimatum, and then all the people that were hating on Sanctum were like, that's good, now there's choices and it's saved. But then there were some people who still hate Ultimatum, and then those 2 people who hate Sanctum and Ultimatum, good news, the third lab option that they'll bring in eventually is Toda. Everyone loved Toda, right? Anyway, that's all the funnies out of the way. Like, actual opinion wise, I don't know, man. It's like 7 minutes into whatever this video is, and no GGG dev is gonna watch this, but shout out to that one GGG employer who's making the thumbnails recent. Like the last 5 thumbnails on their YouTube channel are amazing, and they're everything I wish my thumbnails could be. That's not Pee-wee 2, damn it. Okay. I don't know, man. Looks good, but I'm a little bit worried. Not about the game. Like, who gives a shit, like, about my opinions of the game, but, like, I'm a little bit worried about me, because it looks like you have to be good at the game to be able to progress now, and I don't think I ever have. Like, sure, I've slowly gotten better. I remember a time when I couldn't kill, like, Cyrus or Elder. Now I can do, like, Uber Elder if I have a good build. Not Uber Elder, because, like, let's face it, I'm not, like, okay, what the fuck, man? Like, they got Endgame, and it's all reworked, and it's fucking amazing, and there's New Beyond, and it's amazing, and they got there's too much to talk about. What the hell? They got the Atlas map crossed with Nico Delve, but in a 3D, like, from above. Like, they took the ARPG 2D top-down, and they turned the map into an Atlas by bringing it up into above. I'm like, that's cool as fuck. And the little Ubisoft towers that reveal the area around it, they basically ripped off Here's the thing. They ripped off Last Epoch. They took everything good from Last Epoch. I like all the endgame of Last Epoch. I like the entire endgame system of Last Epoch. I hate the gameplay feeling of Last Epoch. And I've played a little bit of PoE 2 demo like a year ago. I never signed an NDA, so I can say what I want. But I played a little bit of PoE 2 like a year ago, and the gameplay is really solid. I mean, I tried replicating the gameplay footage that they show you, they demonstrate, where it's like calling down a meteor and then backing up and then swapping my weapon to do this and to do, and like all the different key combs. And I did that, and I died 50 times in a row in front of a crowd, and I fucking hated every minute of it. And as soon as I just fucking ignored the gameplay that they show off how to play PoE 2, they're doing it like for like for the reporters, like they're just showing off all the skills. You don't actually have to play like that. As soon as I gave up on that playstyle and just picked one skill that looked cool, which was like lightning arrow, and the sound effects on that is fucking amazing, I just started spamming one button, and it was actually like really easy to play. Although there was a bit two problems I didn't like. One that looks like they've already fixed was when you dodge roll, your dodge roll follows your mouse. So when I play, typically I move my mouse over here, movement skill, and then put my mouse back while I'm still traveling on the boss or the monster I want to kill, so that when I land from my movement skill, I'm ready to then attack the monster. But if you do that in PoE 2 and you dodge roll, you move your mouse, you dodge roll over here, and then you move your mouse back to attack, and because your dodge roll tracks your mouse, you'll just roll back into damage and die. I did that multiple times when I demoed it a year ago. But it looks like there's both straight linear dodge rolling with like the WASD control, and they look to be like, you know, there's still movement skills, so I could probably just have a movement skill and play the exact same way. Oh, I've gone on so many tangents. I can't remember like what point I was trying to make originally. Oh yeah, we were talking about Atlas stuff. Yeah, I had an audible. Oh, like an audible. That's what that is. When they did the whole like putting the talismans inside the towers, and it makes everything around that turn into like a breach, or everything around that turn into something else. And if you get two towers close to each other, they overlap. I'm like, oh, that's sextant. So like no shit, yeah. But I'm like, that's like where my brain clicked, because there was a lot of things where people were like, oh, you can get catalysts in, is it delirium? No. You can get oils in delirium, or whatever it was. They're like, Blight is dead. Like, oh, or the PoE 1 players like, oh, that's sanctum. Like, no shit, they're gonna keep using the assets that they like. It's not like they're not taking PoE 1 assets. There's the Peacock. It's not like they're taking where the fuck was he? It's not like they're taking PoE 1 assets and putting them in PoE 2. The updates that we've been getting for the last however many years have been PoE 2 assets coming into PoE 1. It was always intended. That's why, like, when you saw the crisp 3D models of Toto, you always knew that shit was coming back. It's not like they wouldn't. It's not like they'd pay. God, what was that guy's name? Dude, who carves all the? Oh shit, no, I don't know. The really happy Twitch guy who carves all the wood. It's not like they'd pay him a bunch of money to carve a whole bunch of things for them to 3D scan into the game if they weren't going to bring it back. Okay, I don't know, hype, I guess. So now, the opposite of hype, FUD. Is there any FUD? Fear, uncertainty, and doubt that I have? Let me think. yeah, my fear is that I'm not good enough. Wow, that's so deep. I mean in the game, but also real life. I guess, sure, let's extrapolate that. Dude, you're a young boy. Hey, how you going? Hey, how you going? Hey, how you going? Oh, you strutting. Oh, you strutting. You strutting. I'm sorry. My fear is that I'm not good enough at the game because you only get one attempt at a map, and so I have to actually play good builds. But for PoE 2, I don't really want to like follow a build guide, at least in the little like early access. Also, I didn't get a key because I think I've only spent $200 on this game, like in packs and shit, maybe even less. But I bought like $400 worth of ExarCon tickets, so maybe that counts. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play. Well, for the expansion, I won't play good builds. I'll just stumble around and see how far I can get. That's my goal. But for actually playing the game and progressing, having to play a good build. Well, I don't know yet. I haven't played the game. Maybe the balance is good. Here's the thing. I like bosses that aren't gonna one-shot me, and I kind of like having ZDPS, which is a weird thing to say. But like playing PoE 1 with a super tanky 0 DPS build is actually kind of fun because you actually get to experience the mechanics of the boss. Like there's still shit that I'm uncovering in PoE 1 boss fights that I just didn't know. That I just didn't know was there. And it's really fun to see and dodge and survive and play the game. And then 10 minutes later I kill the boss. Maybe this is a really unpopular opinion, but I kind of like that. I kind of like slow boss fights. That being said, I like it to a point. Like if I want to be speed clearing maps and farming specific content and making YouTube videos and stuff, I kind of don't like slow boss fights. But at the same time, boss fights in maps are optional now. Oh my god. It's midday and Nana came down and she's like, "You want breakfast?" And I said, "Yes, please, I'll have the usual." And now she's made me some chicken nuggets and whatever that is in the bowl, I don't know. I saw a peacock down there, so I wanted to get a video. He's just down on the hill.
Oh, okay.
We're just on the sharp hill.
That later.
Okay.
And that's your.
Just stick it on top, on my wrist. Yeah, more on my wrist. Yeah, I got it. Sweet.
You sure?
Yeah, that's good. I got
Hold it in close.
I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Nana.
I'll have to go and have a look.
Yeah, he's just there. You can see him.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
He looks like a pretty young one.
Yeah, so I think he lives over at Williams's. He comes over here occasionally. I just hope he never ever gets hit on the road.
Oh, yeah.
Because they fly along the road. Hello, boy. Hello, boy. Hello. What you looking for? You want some food? Come on. Come on. He's getting quite tame.
I'll be back. I'll be back for that as well. She's a bit deaf. She didn't hear me when I said I'll be back. She's still talking to me. Nope, she's leaving. Okay. Just gonna put this inside. Fear. I've said my fears. Uncertainty. Uncertain if I'll get a key. Ooh. Maybe I would go to talk really loud so that the copyrighted music doesn't copyright over my music. I'm just gonna talk really loud so the copyrighted music doesn't copyright over Netflix man's playing really loud music and I don't want to copyright over me. It doesn't matter, I'm not gonna monetize this. Open sesame. Yeah, yep, it's all good. Put that there, put that there. Get out of here. Doubt, uncertainty, doubt. Not really uncertain or doubtful about anything. I mean, they've managed to maintain PoE 1 to a degree that I still enjoyed it while they were focusing development on something else for like 7 years. I think they're doing a wonderful job. I can't really think of anything to be uncertain or doubtful for. At the end of the day, any patch they do to either game, I just adapt, overcome, whatever the hell that Scouts thing is. Like, I don't really care. They killed Dancing Dervish, my favorite easy button, one button build, but I don't play it anymore because why would I subject myself to something I don't like? So if PoE 2 turns out to be shit, then I won't subject myself to it. It's called freedom of choice. It's literally a free game. You already know that by now, but if you don't like it, I mean, vote with your wallet, let them know on the Reddits or the forums, and then just stop playing it, uninstall. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. You know what I'm not looking forward to? Is making a bloody 10-hour long podcast going over every new detail with like Lydie and Yosis. There's just so much stuff. That presentation was like relatively short. I haven't seen any of the Q&A, to be fair. That presentation was relatively short, but they just kept cramming in stuff. Oh yeah, is there anything actually worth talking about that I haven't talked about? No, it's optional bosses. When they said optional bosses in the campaign and it gives you spirit bonus or like tiny little passive bonuses, as someone who played Diablo 4 out of respect for the developers but not respect for Blizzard, when they said that there's little altars in Diablo 4 that give you tiny little benefits, you better believe I found every single one of those fucking altars. So I'm going to kill every single side boss however many times it takes to get as many optional passive single point attribute nonsense I can get. Optional splitting skill tree for different, actually, you know, that splitting skill tree for different, like, there's just so much good things. They introduce a thing and before you can even say the one thing that's wrong with this, they've already got the solution. It's like they have 20 times the amount of developers on PoE 2 than they have on PoE 1. Hello. Because like the splitty skill tree, like this is on one hand and this is on the other hand, and so you put 3 skill points in this one and 3 skill points in this one, and when you swap hands it switches. It's like, what if you don't want to do that? Well, then you could just put 6 on one. Like, what do you mean? It's not like you have to spend this on this one and this on this one. You can just put them all on one if you want. I'm like, oh my god, that's literally that's the quality of life I could have. It's the quality of life I didn't even know I wanted. Yeah, this is like a raving review of something I haven't even played. You know, it'd be an even better review if I got a key. No, I'll probably buy, like, who doesn't want a little kiwi? I'll buy the little $60 kiwi and then I'll upsell myself to the Aztec armor that's like $280, but that's like US dollars. This is like $500. I don't have $500 in my bank account. I have $117 in my bank account, which converted to US, I probably can't even afford to kiwi pet. Okay, this is, that's everything I could think of saying. Let's upload this, yeah! Yeah, bud! Yeah!